Quantity Radio.
Audio rolling.
I'm cute. I like cute.
Yeah, beautiful.
Okay, thank you. Hey, welcome back to another episode of Quantity Radio, where we talk about everything from love and life and spirituality and business. We talk about it all. And on today's episode, I have my guest here, Mr. Starz.
What's up? How you doing?
How you doing
I'm
today?
doing good.
Okay, Sean, aka Starz, the event specialist, the club and event promoter, bringing out all the celebrities to the Bay Area.
8 years. 8 years.
8 years.
Yeah.
Dang,
8 years.
that's crazy.
Mhm.
How you feel like been doing it that long? Like,
You know, I feel like, it's paying off all the hard work, all the L's, turn to W's later on. So,
that's for sure.
yeah.
That's for sure. Okay. I'm glad to have you on.
That's
First
what's
and
up.
foremost, thank you for accepting the invite.
I'm happy to be
come
here.
on.
I'm happy to be here.
You got the representing the Golden State Warriors. Y'all know
Yeah.
it's the playoffs. Y'all, I don't know shit about sports and basketball, but
It's playoff time.
It's the playoffs.
Playoff time.
Playoff times, and you rooting for the Warriors, of course.
Yeah.
And what game they on right now?
It's like I believe it's game, 6?
Okay.
Game 5, game 6. They need this win.
They need this win to go to the finals.
They need this win to stay alive.
We're rooting for you, Steph Curry. I know a little bit. I know Steph Curry. I know Draymond.
Yeah.
I know, what's the light-skinned nigga name?
Ooh, Klay Thompson.
Klay Thompson.
Out of pocket. Shout out to Clay, man. That's my guy, man. Shout out to Clay, man.
I know one of them light-skinned ass niggas. No offense against light-skinned people. Please don't cancel me.
All right.
I got light-skinned cousins.
Now Chris Brown got in trouble.
Shout out to Chris Brown, my ex-husband. So we're going to start off with some icebreaker questions from tonight's conversations. Go ahead and shuffle these up. So I'm going to draw one, and I'm going to ask you. And then I'm going to hand you the pile, and you can draw one. You can ask me a question.
Okay, cool.
So we're going to start off like that. So let's get into it. Let's choose one. I asked that question already on this one, so let's do
She
this
waiting for the
one.
good one.
What's your greatest weakness, and what are you currently doing to improve it?
Patience. It's probably one of my weaknesses. I need to work on having more patience, because I realize everybody ain't the same. Everybody thinking process ain't the same. So sometimes you be trying to give people the benefit of the doubt. But yeah, that part.
So what are you doing to work on your patience?
Meditate. Meditating more. So in the morning I meditate, stretch, and I go into the real world once I leave the doors and be like, all right, I have patience with these people. You know what I mean? You humans.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Okay.
that's what I'm working on.
And that's a good way to start working on that, is meditating, because that gives you that sense of, calmness, stillness,
Right.
not in a rush or a hurry.
Right.
And stuff.
Right. So when you're in the mix of things, meditation is real. Like, you could really meditate while you're in a concert if you deep into your meditation. You could just zone out. So, I remember reading Russell Simmons' book on meditation and stuff like that. So, after I was reading and I really got into it, so I'm like.
So he helped you get into, more into meditation?
Yeah. I promise you it did. I promise you. I recommend it. I wish I knew the title. I shot it out.
Shout out to Russ.
I ain't getting paid for it.
Look, I ain't getting paid for it.
Yeah.
Okay, so here you go. Here's your cards to draw from.
Yeah. Magic tricks.
Hope I don't get nothing crazy.
If you didn't make $1 from today on, how could you maintain your current lifestyle? Man, that's a hard question.
Wait, that's a hard question. Wait, if I didn't make $1 from today forward, how would I maintain my lifestyle?
You wouldn't.
You wouldn't if you're not making no money. That's what I'm saying. I'm thinking about the answer. Hold on, I don't think I would be making no money because I'm not making $1. But if it's more work wise, if I didn't have a job, I know how I would still maintain my lifestyle. So I could answer it that way.
Yeah, how would you do it?
So I work a 9 to 5, so if I didn't have my 9 to 5, I'll still be doing my podcasting, and I also am starting to sell my juices, so that would be bringing in the income to maintain my lifestyle.
Okay, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I'm like, hold
I
on.
thought you was like, I'm just gonna marry a rich man or something.
Oh, see, no. Because I want to have my own money. So, like that, I want a guy to pay all the bills and, do all this stuff. And I ain't got to spend my money. Like, I like to have my own money. I wouldn't never want a man to give me, like, an allowance.
Ooh. Yeah.
I don't want that.
I wouldn't want to give one.
Like, here you go, babe. Here you go. $500 for the week, and I gotta ask you for extra money. Like, oh, well, I want to get my toes done. I want to get this done, or I want to this, and that, and I gotta ask.
Might as well be on welfare.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, okay. Yeah. So let's talk about it. We did the icebreaker question. So, where are you from? Obviously, you're from the Bay, but where you at from?
I'm from Oakland, California. I grew up in the 50s. Yeah.
Oakland,
So.
California.
Yeah, that's my stomping grounds right there.
Shout out to the town.
Yeah.
Okay. So
I'm East Oakland, California. Let's get that.
Let's clear that up really quickly. Thank you.
Shout out to the north and the west, but I'm from East Oakland, California.
What's the difference? Like, I mean, tell me the difference in all the parts of Oakland, because it's like the west is grimy, like the east is.
No, everything changed over time. It
crazy.
shifts. You know what I mean? So like when I was younger, the east was more cleaner, but now it's more dirtier. You know what I mean? So it just shifts. You know what I mean? And we really not in there no more, honestly.
Oh, it's
like they keep putting these Starbucks up. Everywhere you see a Starbucks, they gentrify. So you see a Starbucks in your neighborhood, y'all, they coming. They coming. You see them little scooters, little bike scooters that they rent out, they coming.
They coming for
you. Yeah, they getting y'all up out of there.
They just trying to usher everybody out to bring them up in there. Then they turn around and look at us like, what we doing here?
You know? They shifting everybody like Stockton, Livermore, Vegas.
Oh, yeah, for sure. They said the whole Bay moving to Vegas.
Oakland Police Department about to go to.
Everything is the BART is next.
Everything going.
BART going to Vegas too, so be prepared for that. How did you get started in the event space, setting up these events, bringing celebrities out? How did that start? What was your very first event like? How did you get up to that?
My very first event, how it started. So I'm gonna start with how it started. I started doing videography and photography. I would go to all the clubs, and I would take pictures for the club owners, and I would network while I was there. With the club owners, the bartenders, the promoters, and they, eventually they started paying me to come take pictures at their club and their events. And then I snuck my way into a Fox Theater show with it had August Alsina on it, and I recorded the film. His videographer wasn't there, so he paid me for the footage. You know what I mean? I was like, all right, cool. I didn't know who August was at that time.
You just shoot.
I was just shooting. And then I did a YG concert. It was actually the after party, and the promoter paid me like $200. He paid the DJ $300. He paid the door girl like $100, and he walked away with like $60,000. So I was like, hold on, bro, you made all that tonight?
Like, hold on, wait a minute.
He was like, yeah, I was charging $100 a head. I had 800 people. Bottle service sold out. So I sold my camera like 2 weeks later, and I'm like, man, I'm about to throw parties. So
once you seen how much he was making in,
I sold that camera, and I was down on my ends at that time. So I booked. You're gonna be the person I booked.
Who was it?
I booked Miles from the Moesha show, right, to come host an all-white party, and
Miles.
Yeah, I booked Miles, and shout out to Miles because only 10 people showed up, right? But it wasn't his fault. Now I look back at it because it was my fault. Cause now I could sell at a party, you know what I mean, with damn near anybody. You know what I mean? It's all about knowing who's and the right DJs and the right promoters to put on it, the right marketing behind the thing. So the good thing about only 10 people showing up is only 10 people know your party suck. Right? So I went down to New Orleans and took videos and pictures and was like, man, my party was lit. You know what I mean? And everybody caught the eyes of these other promoters. Shout out to J5 and Corey. You know what I mean? They hit me like, hey, yo, bro, let's do Trina party. I'm like, all right, let's do it. You know what I mean? So we brought Trina out, and we made like $35,000 off that party. And I really learned the game from them. I be telling them all the time, man, y'all don't know. Y'all really taught me the game. Y'all taught me the who's was. You know what I mean? After that, we became competitors.
Wait, so after that, it's like who can get the best artists out, kind of like with the competition, or who can sell out, or like what you mean, like competitors?
I mean, it's because we end up start throwing parties on the same dates. We're not really like competitors, but it's it's competition when it's on the same date.
Yeah.
But we still homies. We still cool. But I thought we was all a group once we did that first party.
Right.
I'm like, yeah, let's keep going. They was like, we're gonna hit you. Right? I'm like, all right, I took my little 14,000 and you know what I mean? I was like, they was like, yeah, we're gonna hit you. We're gonna hit you. And then like a couple days later, I seen them with a flyer that was like Yin Yang Twins coming. And I'm like, what?
And they didn't notify you.
Yeah, I'm like, oh,
like,
okay. I'm like, all right.
Okay.
And then Trina manager had hit me because I was networking while I had her here. I was like, yo, let's talk and do business later on. And like my network game strong. So he was like, Plies got a tour. You want to get on this tour? So I brought Plies out, and coincidentally, it was on the same day they had the Yin Yang Twins. It wasn't no coincidence. Let's take that back. I'm gonna keep it 100.
Did you do it on purpose?
No. The club owner did it on purpose.
Oh, okay.
The club owner didn't like them, so he wanted to trust that I wasn't with them still.
Mm-hmm.
So he was like, "You could do the Plaza event, but only on March 18th." And I was like, "Hold on, man. They got March 18th." So I hit them like, "Yo, y'all should probably push our date back because I can only get Plaza on the 18th." Yeah. And they was like, "Nah, it's cool. Go ahead." And then we just start competing after that.
Yeah. And I feel like more people would have went to the Plaza event than the
They did.
Twins.
They did.
I mean, it's like he was.
They didn't do bad, but
yeah,
because they had a good father and they know how to push a party.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I had 1,100 people at that Plaza party.
Damn. And where did that event take place at?
At New Caribbean City.
New Caribbean, Oakland. Okay.
A lot of people popped up that I even asked to come.
Damn.
That's
like
how big
celebrity status, like
yeah,
Bay celebrities.
Bay celebrities, like well, I don't know if he from the Bay. Gary Owens, white comedian.
Yeah.
He popped up.
His wife is from Oakland.
That's probably why he showed up. Marshawn Lynch.
Okay, shout out. Marshawn.
I had Keisha Cole on the booking, so she was there, of course. Mm-hmm. D-Lo came down the mic, performed. Mr. Fab came. He got on the mic. People I didn't even ask. They just came out and showed love. Yeah, so it was lit that night.
Okay.
So that's how I got into it.
That's how I started. So, and was that back in 2013? Because I know you said you started your entrepreneur journey in 2013.
Yeah, I started in 2014, 13, 14, somewhere around that time.
Why? Like, what was like the thing? Like, was the job just not cutting it, or like you just wanted to? You was in love with like the photography more than?
I didn't love photography. I didn't like it.
So you just doing it?
I was just doing it just to get by.
Just to get by. Yeah. So why did you end up
not
quitting?
Get girls and get paid to do it? I take pictures of half nude women and get paid. Not a bad deal, right? So
a win is a win.
I didn't have a passion. I think in life you have to have a passion for something to do something.
Right.
I didn't have a passion for it. So when I got into the party promoting, I like organizing. I like the booking. I like the behind the scene of it. I like doing the paperwork. I like doing the negotiation part of it, and then seeing it all come to light and people come out and have a good time.
So you have a passion for that.
Yeah.
For sure.
I have a passion for that. Okay. But I like to stay behind the scenes as much as possible. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So now that it's like really just me, and I'm really like I'm on a podcast. You know what I mean? So it's like, all right.
You know what I mean? Your first podcast too.
Yeah.
I feel special because I know you probably had some offers before.
Yeah. So I don't like them.
Shout out to me.
I don't like them.
Shout out to me. So where was you working at before you start?
Chic Shoe Store.
Chic.
Stone Ridge Mall. That's why I was working at the owner, not the owner, but the manager at the time. He kind of like got at me kind of crazy, and I quit that day. And I was like, man, fuck you, man, I quit. You know what I mean? But I didn't tell him that.
Yeah, but that's what
I stole 8 pair of shoes, and when I got up out of there, I was like, you know what? Because he was mad. I was like 3 minutes late. So he was like, you ain't be late. You want to be late? Start your own business type attitude. Wow. And I already had that in my mind. I felt like he just confirmed it. Like, do it. And I did it without knowing where the next check was going to come from. So I was like, you know what? Fuck it. So when it was time to pay the rent, I told my landlord, man, you got to wait. You have to wait. He had to wait. Like, yeah. He had to wait. What you gonna do? He got to wait. Yeah. You know what I mean? Wait. Sorry for the wait, but on God, I push a hard line.
Look,
you gotta wait.
You gotta wait, and so that happened. So he basically confirmed like you needed to start your own business, and then you just went straight into doing photography and shooting the videos.
Yep.
From that, and then from there,
I did more photography than I did videography, though. I did a whole lot of photos. You know what I mean, so
how was it like doing photos of half nude girls?
It was wonderful. especially when they needed assistance on like oil
oils
and stuff
yeah,
like that. Yeah,
I know all the baby
yeah,
oil because they gotta make the skin
yeah,
glisten, and you was probably like, shit,
yeah,
I got
yeah.
you, like.
But you know, I always kept it professional though, and some girls didn't want to keep it professional. Like I'm like, yeah, it's 250 plus these many edits, and then they'll try you. They be like,
To get the
well,
price down.
to get it for free. What
To
you
get it
mean?
for free,
They'll
not
try
the
you.
price down. They like,
They'll try you. They'll try you. You know what I mean?
mm.
So I was like, nah, it's good. I'm cool.
You wasn't saying that to everybody though.
Nah, I'm not weak like that. Like I'd rather have my dollars than you know what I mean. Especially if I'm not really if I'm not at you, I'm probably not at you.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So you know, I gotta be at you to be at you.
I gotta be at you to be
I like
at
the
you.
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I
So
like
if you wasn't feeling, it's like, nah, I still need my paper because if you giving away free photo shoots, you ain't making no
yeah
money. So it's like
at all.
they getting the win.
Right.
So
Yeah.
I understand that because I'm like, I know that industry could be a little hard, but it seemed like it's cool. If I was a dude, I would want to do the same shit. Like, you know what I mean? Like pretty girls and nude.
Yeah.
CDs,
But
like,
I wasn't
whatever.
just doing girls though. I would do like, and I was fronting like I was just raw, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because as long as you know how to take a shot, you can go pay somebody professionally to edit a picture.
Yeah.
So you know, I do like wettings. People that wanted, I wouldn't do the wetting, but I do like people that wanted to take a picture in their gown and they suit somewhere outside by the ocean. I go choo choo,
Yeah.
and then I have some professionals edit the picture, and send it back to them. You know what I mean,
Make it look good.
Yeah.
Now you gotta make it look
they be
good.
like, oh my God, this was so great. Love your work. I'm like, yeah, thanks.
Thanks.
Yeah, recommend me to your friend. You know what I mean?
Okay. So, like, what does the process look like of booking a celebrity appearance? Like, what do you have to go through? You got to go through they team, they management. Like, how do you contact them? Like, is it always going to be a hit? It might be a miss sometimes. They might not get back to you. Like, how does that whole process work when you try to
At
book
the
somebody?
beginning, it was more of a like, you know, it was kind of more difficult because celebrities just don't book. Like, you could have the money for them,
Mm-hmm.
but if you don't have a reputation for doing something and people don't know you for it, they don't just take anything. They don't know if you're trying to set them up. If they don't know what's going on. So at the beginning, it was kind of hard. You had to go through the emails. You had to send over the details of how it's gonna go. They wanted to see your Instagram, your Facebook, and all that type of stuff. But like I say, it's all about networking. It's about who you know in this industry. And the industry is very small. I mean, small. It's not as big as people think it is. A lot of managers are managing some of the same artists. And when you do bad with one, that manager will tell everybody else, don't book with him. Don't book with her. You know what I mean? So booking the celebs became more of a networking thing. So, like, if I booked Trina, I did a good show. So now I hit Trina manager, like, hey, you got a line on, Bow Wow? She was like, oh, yeah, I can hook you up with Bow people. Mm-hmm. So then they send me the Bow manager. Once she get the call from her, like, oh, yeah, he good. So then after did Bow, I was like, hey, I want to do a 90s throwback with the Brat. I know Bow knows the Brat.
So it's
right?
like
So then they gave me the manager number. Then it's just who you know. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So now it's easy, though, because now they hit me. I don't always got to hit them.
So they coming to you.
Yeah.
That's how you know you done.
Yeah.
Like,
they hit me. So, like, if they got an album promo that they about to run, like Dream Doll, she hit me a couple weeks ago. She be like, yo, I'm about to be in the Bay Area promoting my album. So then I would try to line up a party for her. Yeah. You know what I mean? So we could promote that and push that and stuff like that. So,
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so life was good, right? You got the party promotions going, you got the celebrities coming out, you networking, you doing your thing. Mm-hmm. Everything's good, right? So then you went to jail. Yeah.
Again.
Okay, so let's talk about that. Like, what happened?
I threw a party at Caribbean City with Molly Brazy and Eric Russell, the security guard, told the owner that I cracked the back door and was letting people in through the back.
Were you?
Listen to me. I want to tell you something quick. Why would I crack the back door and let people in through the back? When it's my event, I could just let them through the front. Right? He didn't have his man where they were supposed to be at. His security guard was in station where they were supposed to be at. Somebody went down there and cracked the back door. It was letting people up. And I got pissed off about it. I was like, and so he beat me to the owner and told the owner, oh, yeah, woo, he let the people through the back door. So I was really hot about it. So I'm like, you know what? Catch my fade. When I see you, I have to catch these hands, right? So probably like a month went by. I'm on my way to a Lloyd concert, and we just ran right into each other. And when we ran into each other, we just got down. And he was with three of the other bouncers that we both personally know. So it really wasn't even a real fight. We just tussled. I walked off and thought it was over with. You know what I mean? After I left the concert a little bit early, and I'm walking back towards another bar. He sees me and he points at me. Boom. And I'm like, who he pointing to? And I noticed he was talking to a police officer. I'm like, oh no, this motherfucker is not talking to the police. You feel me?
Right, and pointing at you.
Yeah, so I speed walk trying to get into the bar. You feel me? Lady cop, she running. She's like, hey, come here, come here. I'm acting like I don't hear her, just walking. She grabbed me by my arm. It was like, stop. And I'm like, well, you detaining me for? She was like, you assaulted a security guard earlier. All right, so they cuffed me, and I'm like, no, it was mutual combat. Yeah. And there was no, like, I just went off. It was mutual. I mean, send it to the DA on the paper and then let him determine whether he want to press charges. And they was ready to do that, right? He told them he's known for having guns, right? So they take my car key, right? Now, the law is so difficult to understand. So they took my car key and went looking for my car. They went beeping looking for my car, right? So they had to go 2 blocks and around the corner and they found my car.
They did all
Yeah.
that.
And then they said they could see a firearm underneath the passenger seat of the car. Right. So at that time, it wasn't in my car. And they popped the door, found the firearm, and gave me a gun charge. Yeah.
For something that wasn't even.
Right. It had nothing to do.
Had nothing to do with you.
Right. So eventually, a year later, I go to trial. Eric Russell shows up and get on the stand and points at me and says, boom, that's him right there. Wow. I mean, so, it is what it is. That's why I missed the pandemic. I was in jail during the whole pandemic. I missed the free TVs from Target. I didn't get a free TV.
I missed all the good shit.
I missed the EDD money. I was hot.
The PPP.
Man, I missed I missed all that. I was hot. I was like, damn, they out there winning. I'm in here with you fools. Yeah.
With y'all, we all trying to eat.
All right, so yeah, that's how that went down. Yeah.
So, and that goes with knowing like the laws and everything too, because they shouldn't have been able to do that if that.
Well, the law states that your constitutional right. I think it's like your Fourth Amendment, or whatever. You free to search it. They can't just search and seize you. But if they could see something in plain view,
then they have the right.
Like for example, I could walk by your car and just look in your car if I wanted to. You can't stop me from doing it. I could look into your car, and the police can just look into your car. And if they see something in plain view, then they could go in and get it. So I don't want to get too far off track. So they had a specialist come by to the trial and was like testifying that, I could see from a distance that it was an actual firearm. You know what I mean? So,
So what was going through your mind when you was in jail at that time? Like, okay, the pandemic is going. You said they out here getting this money. I'm not making no money. My supply didn't.
At that time, I only had like $19,000 in my bank account, right? So I'm like, damn, man, I didn't want to keep my money in the bank. So I told my attorney to put it into the stock market. So when the pandemic did hit, I invested into. I wanted to see everything that was gonna drop, right? So when I seen that American Airlines and stuff drop, that's when I invested into like the airlines and stuff like that. Because I know everything gonna go back up. You know what I mean? I'm like, America's not gonna let the airlines fail us. So I'm like, they're gonna invest into that, which they did. And I also got into a pharmaceutical company too, and it was a penny stock which blew up big. I think it was called Zaba or something, something like that. So that's where my mind was at. Like, how can I still make money by sitting in jail? You know what I mean? So when I get out, I'm like, all right, I made some money.
Still be set up with something for you.
Yeah. So I was making money while I'm at Pod playing dominoes. You know what I mean? Yeah, so.
And not everybody be having that mindset. They be
and I didn't know I was popular at that time neither, though. So when the second I got in jail, everybody started coming up to me rapping. Like, they start banging on their chest, like, hey, listen to this, bruh. I'm like, listen to my song. I'm like, bruh, I'm not a producer or a label, dog.
Yeah, you like a manager.
Yeah.
Like, who you manage? I'm trying to get signed.
I do manage, though.
Okay,
but
you like an artist.
Yeah, dude. Shout out to. I don't know if I want to shout some people out right now. They piss me off.
Let's wait on it.
Yeah,
Let's wait on it.
But shout out to a couple people, man.
Okay.
Yeah, they know who it is.
So you discovered you was popular, and it was like you was in there. What was your plans for once you got out? What was on your mind? Like, as soon as I get out, this is what I'm doing. Did you just try to dive right back into, going back into the event industry, or what was like? Where was your mind at once you got out?
When I got out, it was more like, all right, let me shake it up. I'm about to shake them up, because I know that I wasn't that far behind. Because when I was down, I'm like, these promoters didn't blow up because everything was shut down. They couldn't throw parties. Right. So I'm like, man, they still where I was at.
That's kind of a good thing.
Yeah, it was like, then no, I want to see people blow up, but I'm like, nothing. I didn't miss nothing. And I was trying to tell people that, like, when you're in jail, sometimes I look at it like God saying, I could have took you out another way, but I'm gonna sit your ass down. You know what I mean? Reflect on what I taught you. And that's why I say I'm working on patience, because had I had patience at that time, I would have meditated. I would have thought about everything, how it was gonna play out. I'm like Eric Russell. I know he would tell on me. So you know what I mean. I was like, now I look at it like, okay, if I hit this person, or if I touch this person's more likely to go to call the police. Yeah, you gotta know who you're dealing with. You know what I mean? I was dealing with Eric Russell at that time.
Eric, don't be dealing with them Eric Russells, because they for sure gonna say themselves unless you go on and flow.
But yeah, that's how that went.
Okay. So you came back out and you just got right back to it. How'd you get back into the swing of things? Getting back into that event industry.
When I got out, my stud homegirl, shout out to Sirius Cannon, she hit me up, and mind you, I was in jail, so I don't know who's popping like that right now. Even though I had a little tablet and stuff, I didn't know who was popping. So Sirius, she hit me like, yo, we got to bring out this rapper. His name's Saucy Santana. And I was like,
oh, shit.
I was like, who? She was like, Saucy Santana. He got a song called Let Me See You Walk. It's hot. I'm like, all right, let's do it. Not knowing who Saucy Santana was, or what he looked like, or anything.
What he's about.
So she said, wait, go on YouTube and check him out first. All right, so I go on YouTube, I see him. I said, oh, hell no. I said, ain't no way in the world I'm bringing out this dude.
Yeah, and I know y'all know who Saucy Santana is.
Yeah, so I'm like, I'm not bringing out Saucy Santana. And then I thought about it, and I said to myself, wait a minute. I'm inside this man's market. This is his market, the Bay Area. For sure. I don't have nothing against LGBT people or nothing like that. I'm confident in who I am as a man. I said, they spend money just like I spend money. You feel me? I said, I'm about to bring out Saucy Santana. Yeah. So we brought him out. Great job. He came extremely professional. You know what I mean? Professional as you can get. And it was a good event. Successful.
And some people wouldn't have did that just because based off of it being,
they care about their reputation
and all that stuff, and I don't want to do that. And
I got his number in my phone. I can call this man.
You could be, and there, you know what I mean? He's professional, like you said, and he's bringing out that crowd of people because from Frisco, the Bay Area, Oakland, San Jose, they all coming out to see.
I didn't know how popular he was until we went to the hookah lounge. We went to the hookah lounge, and they went crazy up in that hookah lounge. Oasis, shout out to Oasis. We was at Oasis, and the crowd left when we left. You know what I mean? Once we got up out of there, the crowd followed us, walked to the store and to our car and everything.
Yeah, he definitely gonna bring out the crowd for sure, and get it turned up.
I felt like once I got out, I felt like I never stopped.
Pure entertainment.
Because by the way, too, while I was in jail, I was still quarterbacking plays on the streets for like other people, other promoters. You know what I mean? Yeah, I'm like, hey, look. This is how we're going to get this warehouse, do this after party over there, blah, 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 and just send me this. So I'm still quarterbacking stuff. Just because my name ain't on it don't mean I'm not a part of it.
Exactly. Yeah. That's the behind-the-scenes part. As you talk about, you like to stay behind the scenes. And
put somebody else in the front. Like, I will get these young cats and throw them up in the front, put their face on it. You know what I mean? Just chill.
Yeah. Chill vibes. So I remember you telling me you went on tour with Lil Durk. Yeah. How did the Durk situation happen? Like, shout out to Lil Durk.
Yeah.
How you get in contact with him and his people?
Well, I had booked the OTF crew for an after party September 25th, 2001, and it was at Vanity Nightclub, and it was the crowd. It was so many people that we couldn't even let people in. People that wanted to get out couldn't even get out because there was so many people trying to get in. The Warriors players VIP area got stormed. it was one of the security guards. I don't know what happened, but somehow 20 people got inside the building, and I was like, we can't bring them in. You know what I mean? So I still owed them their back end money. You know what I mean, for showing up. I gave them their front end. I still owe them their back end money. So they left because they couldn't get in. Right? 9 times out of 10, a promoter is not going to give you your back end money when you didn't come in the club.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I'm like, hey, where y'all at? They like at the hotel. So they gave me the hotel number, that address, and I pulled up and I gave them their back end for still coming and participating. They was shocked. They was like, whoa, nigga, you giving us our back end? I'm like, yeah, like, I owe.
They wasn't expecting that.
Yeah, they was expecting that. You know what I mean? So I shot Buka his money. I shot Baz his money. You know what I mean? And after that, it's just, like I say, the network game part. You know what I mean? Shout out to Duty Low. You know what I mean? Shout out to the whole gang. You feel me? Yeah. I mean, so with that comes like, hey, yo, we about to be in St. Louis. We about to be here. Slide out. So I slid out to a couple shows.
How was that experience, like being on the shows with them? And
it was electrifying to actually see Durk perform in person, like behind the scenes, and seeing how they get ready before the show and stuff like that. They really move as a unit. You know what I mean? When they say only the family, they really mean that. You know what I mean? So I was able to see the chemistry that they have amongst each other. They really brothers. You know what I mean? And if they fuck with you, you blessed because they don't really let outsiders into their camp. You know what I mean? Even if you think you in, you really out. You know what I mean? Because they got their own pack already. You can show that you loyal and you can show that you about the movement, but let it be done by making everybody some money. Nobody want to be hanging around with some dudes that's just hanging around.
Just hanging around.
Yeah, you got to be. Rich dudes want dudes that around them that's making plays.
Making
what do you bring to the table? So I'm like, yo, look, this is what I do. You know what I mean? I can set these after parties up. I can set this merch up. I can set this up as we, move state to state. You know what I mean? So it is what it is at this point.
Okay, and I think that's very important too. Like in everyday life, don't ever just be around people that's just around to be around.
Yeah.
I need you to contribute to what the fuck I got going on.
And that trickle down to relationships too. Like I'm gonna be talking to a girl, we ain't doing nothing.
Right. I need you to be doing something like, okay, what you did today? Like, okay, you got this. What did you do today? You might not do something today. It's your rest day.
Yeah.
But every day of the week, you making plays, even if it's the small goals that you're completing. You know what I'm saying? You own your shit and you're contributing. And how can we build together friendships, relationships,
right?
Any type of partnership? Like I'm trying to build. I'm not just trying to stay stagnant or you just watch what I'm doing and you ain't contributing to nothing because at that point then you need to get cut off.
Right. You gotta bring something to the table.
Yeah.
I mean, even my homeboys, like I'd be like, what we doing, bro? I'm tired. We shucked and jived in high school.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? What we doing?
Real shit,
I ain't just hanging out just to socialize.
Yeah.
I mean,
or people that want to go out all the time and do. I mean, that's because that's your industry though. Like you hanging out, you going out, but you making money.
But
when
I
you
don't go out all the time.
Yeah.
I just go to my events.
Yeah, you going to your events because you want to see what's going on. And
be able to, if I do go out, I'll go out to like a lounge or something like that.
More chill shit. Like, we grown. Like we hella grown. I'm not going out trying to do too much. Like
because people don't even party like they used to no more.
Yeah.
You go to a club, it's really a fashion show.
Yeah, everybody want to come best dressed.
Yeah. Everybody staring at each other,
looking at each other. What you got on? And ain't nobody dancing and getting into like the fun.
And that's how the fights happen too with the dudes.
Mm-hmm.
And they mugging each other, looking at each other, trying to see if you are op and stuff like that. Mind you, I've been doing this club shit for 8 years, so I know who the who's are. Mm-hmm. I know who cheating on their wives. I know who cheating on their husbands. I know your favorite rapper that left out the club with the tranny.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
Lord Jesus!
I see it all.
Jesus.
You know what I mean? I done seen it all. The promoter that got beat up because he didn't make the money for the drug dealer that he used the money to finance his party.
Oh my
I seen
God.
it all.
So it could be some dangerous shit going on. It's gonna be like some goddamn ghost power shit going on.
Hey, listen to me. It really gets that deep. So power is not like. It's like that shit really happens.
Yeah, it's really.
You know what I mean? Because I done took money from dealers to finance parties.
The front of party.
Because they want to clean their money up.
Yeah.
No, they want to clean their money up. Mm-hmm. So they're like, look, man, I got $30,000. I want to clean up real quick.
Yeah.
So I'm like, all right, we could do this. You know what I mean? Flip this and they get it back in ticket sales and clean it up, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
So, you know what I mean? So it's so many different reasons why, this game ain't for everybody.
Yeah, it's definitely not. You just mess around, and get bopped upside your head.
Yeah.
So what's the craziest thing you've seen in your line of work? Like for 8 years of this, what you've been doing? What's the some of the crazy? Give me two of the craziest things that you've
But
seen.
what's crazy?
I
'Cause
mean, it depends on
some
what
things
you
is
define as
normal to me now.
crazy.
Like, what's crazy?
You tell me what's your whatever your definition is.
Inside
That's
this
crazy.
industry?
Yeah. What's the craziest thing you've seen by
I can't. I ain't. Oh damn.
doing this for 8 years? I know it's been some crazy shit. Like
Yeah, I don't want to.
you ain't gotta say no name. You ain't gotta drop no name.
Yeah, I don't want to drop a name
because
because he's in the hospital right now.
Yeah.
So I done seen some celebrities out of pocket, but I won't put them out there like that. Like I'm not gonna write a book.
Just
Just out of pocket.
Hey, out of pocket.
Yeah.
Okay, so so we wouldn't go too deep. He like I'm not gonna say nothing. I
out of
wanna.
pocket. But like I say, this industry was crazy now.
I see where you're coming from with that. Like, what's really crazy? Because the normal crazy that we refer to as crazy, that's they regular shit.
Yeah, a lot of stuff happens. Yeah. Even without just celebrity, just on a normal party or something like that. I mean, you get fights, you get shootings.
There's been a lot of
that's
those.
normal.
That's normal.
Yeah,
like,
that's normal.
That would be crazy to somebody else, but it's like okay, we expect for
I don't expect.
Shut down
I expect
like
for something to get shut down. I don't expect
yeah.
for nobody to get shot
right.
or stabbed inside the club or nothing like that.
And why do events get shut down? Because me going out as a party goer back in the day, like, oh, it's getting shut down because it got too rowdy or somebody got a gun or they're shutting it down, and it's just
it gets shut down for so many reasons.
Like is there, so now it's a big thing on your side versus my side, and people just want to go out and have.
I done had incidents where like I had opening acts and I didn't do my homework on them, so I had booked these guys. They were from Richmond, and they came to open up for a show I had. And they ops saw them on the flyer. So they showed up to the party, and while they was performing, they was in the front saying, yeah, when we get outside, blah, blah, blah. So we had to keep them inside the whole party until the police came out and escorted them to their cars. You know what I mean? Because I didn't want nothing to happen. You know what I mean? So I'm like, hey, look, they need escort to their car. You know what I mean? God bless.
Thank you. Thank you. I was like, oh my God, it was tingling in my nose, y'all. Allergy season. So I mean, in working in the industry as well, I know like females be at you. I know they be at you like, oh, let me get an event for free. Like he throwing an event. I know him, and let me see if I can squeeze me and my 3 homegirls in, or what can I do to get in for free?
I'm not that guy. They don't like me. You see, like they don't like me because I don't do the free. I don't like the word free. You know what I mean? Like, so if I support your movement, support mine.
Right. Shout
out to my barber, but he's one of the people I got at, like, bruh, I pay you $50 for a haircut. You show up to my party talking about getting in free. You know what I mean? You ain't coming to show no support.
You ain't asking for no free haircuts.
Yeah. Look, it's a difference between support and love. Love, I shot you out, post your flyer for you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? All right. Support is, I shot you out, post your party for you, and I paid it to come and get in. Even if I'm gonna give you a discount. I might give you a discount, but pay, like, show me support.
Yeah,
this how our business.
Show you some support.
And what I be looking at people like Mr. Fab, and I see him selling this dope era, and I would never go up to Fab and be like, "Yo, let me get a free hoodie." Yeah, you know what I mean? Because I know that hoodie costs money. You know what I mean? So if I want the hoodie, I'm gonna show support. Yeah. I'm gonna buy it. You know what I mean? I need a discount though, Fab. Shot you out. To Mr. Yeah, discount. That was a plug. Yeah, look, that's a line right there. An endorsement deal or something.
Yeah.
But I wanna like, just let it be known, like, you gotta show support. You know what I mean? And sometimes you gotta go in your pockets to do so. You know what I mean?
And I understand that for sure, because everybody be having their hands out nowadays. Yeah. And like, oh, I can't do this. And then when you don't do it, you acting funny.
The girls, every female think they should not have to wait in line. Oh, we don't wait in line. I don't mean we bad bitches. So I'm a promoter that will tell 20 bad bitches, y'all get in free. I tell them, yeah, you gonna get in free, show up. I swear to God, I do this.
And then what you do?
Turn my phone the fuck off.
Why they calling at the front door?
That,
like,
look,
no,
he said it. Mine was on the. I never said it was on the list. Yeah. You at the door. You dressed up.
You might as well pay. You
you gonna pay anyway.
You gonna pay now.
You feel me? You gonna pay.
Yeah.
Shout out to the Jacob promoters. I mean, you gonna pay. You gonna pay at that door.
Yeah.
You feel me? So they come in, they be like, you should. I said, all right, I got you a free drink though, huh?
Yeah.
Give them a free drink. They
be all right.
Yeah, they be all right. They be cool. You feel me? I don't like
paid that price to get up in there.
Yeah, I don't like that free word.
Yeah. I definitely feel like you should support. Like nothing is free, and it's gonna come a time maybe they might have their own business or whatever, and they want some support too. Like, you know what I mean? So you gotta give it to get it.
Yeah.
And
the only bad thing that comes along this is your relationships. It's like you can't really keep a good relationship inside this business. Cause they all say what they say, oh, I'm not the jealous type.
Oh yeah, so like until some shit happened that caused you to get jealous because you wasn't dealing with before. You
Right.
dealt with nobody.
So
doing
let's take
this.
you for example. Let's say you was dating a dude. He's a nurse. He's used to doing a 9 to 5. He come home and he's with you majority of the time, right? Y'all go out at outings and stuff like that. And then that relationship fails, and now you dating a promoter. You know what I mean? And he's in the club scene. He's around strippers, prostitutes, and all type of shit,
All of it.
right? Can you handle that?
I feel like it doesn't matter what the profession is. If I'm into you, like I'm signing up for that.
Yeah.
If I know that beforehand, you are in the club and you're around all these women and everybody at you, especially like the women and everything or whatever industry you're in, I'm knowing that beforehand, so I'm choosing to accept that. Can I handle it? Would I do that? If I'm secure in my man in my relationship, then yeah. You know, I wouldn't even be, oh, what you doing in the jealous type, being all this and
Cap.
How you gonna call Cap?
Cap.
How you calling Cap? How is that Cap? Let's talk about
Cap.
it. How you calling Cap?
That's cap.
How?
Y'all all say that shit. It's
Oh.
cap. Look, every profession got groupies too. I don't care if you was a nurse, they got groupies. You know what I mean? Producers got groupies.
Yeah, everybody got groupies.
You know what I mean? Everybody got
Podcast
groupies.
people are like, oh,
Yeah,
hey, let me,
yeah,
Let me,
groupies.
I'm trying to
Right, so
XYZ.
So, and let me put myself in that situation. I
You be able to handle.
dated a stripper before, so
Yeah.
I had no problems with it.
So you didn't. Her work was her work, and she, she did what she had to do at the club. Got
Yes.
her money, got her tips, whatever,
Yes.
and you good.
I'm
Like,
good. I'm not like who
she
you
not
with.
out here doing
Yeah.
XYZ.
Hey, look, I wasn't tripping. You know what I mean, I'm cut from a different cloth. You know what I mean? So
I think I'll be able to handle it. If I'm signing up for it, I'm gonna handle it because I done already signed up for it.
yeah, and then plus, you always supposed to make your significant other feel secure.
Secure. Yes.
When you not answering your phone or you putting this before her or something like that, like
then it becomes
yeah,
an issue.
like,
I like
like if
communication.
if he say you can't come to the party, it's a reason.
It's a problem. Yeah,
it's a reason.
It's a
You can't
reason.
come to the
Somebody
party.
up there, or you promise somebody something.
Yeah.
Whatever y'all got going on, whatever deals y'all made is something. So why you not doing it? Or if you say, hey, babe, I want to come sit in while you interview.
But look though, don't just come and not work though. Come work the dough or something. Come collect the money or something.
Do something.
Yeah, don't just show up.
Sit like you supervising me.
Yeah, because I feel like you just put
Don't
over
do
my
that.
shoulder watching me.
Yeah,
Though.
yeah. Now it's uncomfortable.
Yeah, to handle
Like,
bottle service or something.
Yeah,
You feel me? Yeah.
I feel that. Yeah, you got to be secure, definitely in that type of field that you in. Like, okay, well, shit, like you got to know you're gonna be around women like that. So I mean, so you brought up relationships. So what's going on with your relationship status? How you single? You taken in a situationship?
Yeah.
You in a situationship?
No, yeah.
You single?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. You single, and do you think that is partly due to because of what you do for work, or is it other reasons? It could be both. We can talk about it.
I'm toxic.
Sorry.
Nah, let me stop playing.
I know you said that. It's some truth behind that little joke. No,
that was a
no,
jokey
no,
joke. I'm not toxic.
No, nigga. No.
It's our business. You know what I mean? And you want to find somebody that can match your energy.
Definitely.
You know what I mean? So if you ain't got somebody that can match your hustle, your grind, and stuff like that, it just don't work. You know what I mean? It ain't gonna work. You got to find somebody that can match your energy. You know what I mean? Now, that person may not be in the same field as you, but they got the energy for the field that they in. Yeah, for whatever they doing. I don't care if she do hair. You know what I mean? She ain't doing hair once a month. She ain't got 2 clients. She got 10, 15.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
We
she got
people coming in.
Yeah. And we not thinking small. You know what I mean? We thinking big.
Small, bitch.
Yeah, we thinking big. You feel me? Think big, bitch. So, yeah, don't just do hair from your mama house or the garage. Let's
How
go
can
get
I
a shop.
sell into a shop?
Yeah,
How
let's go
can
get a
I?
salon and let's
Yeah.
get your credentials. Let's make it right.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Let's sell hair too. You know what I mean? So, yeah,
Thinking the bigger, it's always the bigger picture. You can do what you do, but it's about the amount of work that you're willing to put in.
on God.
So,
On God.
yeah, you gotta be doing something. So
I don't care if you selling juice. You better have that juice in every store.
you better have that juice, slang that juice.
Slanging that juice.
You know what I'm saying?
You feel me?
Wherever you gotta slang it until you get your storefront.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
So you gotta have it like, I sell juice, by the way. Come juice with me. So yeah, so how many relationships have you been in?
Man, my whole life.
Yeah, I mean,
You know, some relationships
some
don't count.
I know
Like,
some don't count, like
you
high
my girlfriend,
school and
yeah.
shit and all that. Like, so how
Serious
many adult
relationships?
relationships have you been in? Let me say that.
Virgos, bad. You giving me flashbacks.
What's wrong with Virgos?
I don't know. It's just something don't work with me and Virgos.
I like a good Virgo.
Yeah.
Good Earth Virgo.
2 serious, I would say, relationship. Maybe 2, but one for sure was kind of serious. I think when it's serious, y'all living with each other.
That's
You know what I mean? Y'all paying rent bills, y'all, foundation and all that. So, yeah.
Okay. I feel like a lot of us adults have that same answer. Like, oh, I've been in like a couple serious relationships, like out of a whole bunch of situationships, because it be a whole bunch of situations because people don't be knowing what they want or they get into something.
See, I know what I want.
Okay,
that's why I'm
what you
not.
want, but somebody else might get with a girl, like, oh, I thought I wanted this, but then they didn't. They just like the look of it, and now that they're in it, and like relationship at this age, at this big ass age that we're in,
and
we need to be building.
To be fair, though, some of the girls that I was dating, and it was me at the time. It was always me. I was the problem because they called me at a stage in my life where I didn't even know who I was at that point. You know what I mean? I was. You ever watch The Lion King?
Yeah.
It's Simba.
Yes.
Remember when Simba ran off because Scar scared him off, and he went and found himself. It took the monkey to hit him over the head and was like, "You're a king."
Yeah.
So I had to go through that. I had to go find myself, and then learn how to treat women too. I had to learn how to treat women. I mean, I thought y'all was just like for fun. I'm like, yeah, they for fun. Let's go have some fun.
Like a little fun.
Know what I mean? Nah, it's deeper than that. You know what I mean?
It's connection.
Yeah, it's a connection.
Real emotional connection. Knowing what your person likes, dislikes, and truly honor that. And respect, being loyal.
Right.
All those things come into play. Like when you come and be in a relationship, I don't want to just be in a relationship to be in a relationship. I want this shit to go somewhere.
A lot of people, you know what a lot of people doing? A lot of people just fucking. That's it. A lot of people just fucking. You my boyfriend, you my girlfriend. We just fucking. Like, yeah, and we did that in high school. Like, we just fucking. Like, y'all not. What else is happening?
What else?
Yeah, like y'all ain't got nothing. Y'all ain't building a brand. Y'all ain't building a business. Y'all ain't really trying to create a family, a foundation. So y'all just fucking. Yeah, that's crazy.
And y'all can just do that without even. I guess it'd be the guilt too. We not together, so it's like we got to be together so we can have a relationship.
That's the female side of it.
That's the female side.
Yeah, that's the female side.
Definitely the woman side.
They don't want to make it sound like they just a hoe.
Just out here, and casual sex is cool.
Yeah, I had a casual sex partner. And I mean,
did.
yeah, she became a fed, so she cut me off. She was like, "Yeah, I'm about to be a fed. Can't fuck you no more." She couldn't even contact me. I can't even remember. I think she changed her name. I can't even find her in my phone. I'm like, how did her number leave my phone?
She had switched up the whole number on the ass.
Right.
Had to cut ties with different people. But yeah, I mean, do you eventually want to get married? Or is that like...
I would do it for her.
So it's not for you?
I would do it for her. Cause
you don't want that...
The paperwork game is the part... I'd be like, all right, we got to do this paperwork shit. That game is terrible because I know the United States and I know how they like to capitalize off of marriages and stuff like that.
And then if God forbid, you don't want to go into a relationship thinking that it's not going to work out. You want, especially now, like we want to go into something that's going to last. But God forbid it don't work out, then that paperwork.
Now see, I'm talking like that right now. But if I had like the moolah, like I like paperwork at that point.
Oh, okay.
You know
So
what I
now
mean?
you got some shit that
Yeah.
you trying to protect.
Yeah, you got to protect. You need the
You know what I'm
paperwork.
saying? You need the paperwork.
Because after 7 years, I think they got something like you by law. You something you
Required to give.
you like no.
or
You
whatever.
married after you live with somebody for like 7
Oh,
years.
it's like a domestic
It's
partnership or
yeah.
whatever like that.
She can come from financial gain after that. I mean, I could too though.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know what I mean, I'm coming. Shit,
So-
leave me after 7 years. I'm coming.
Oh my god.
I mean, I'm playing Mary
That's
J.
so-
Blige all the way.
Not gonna cry.
I'm coming.
No, I'm gonna
I need
get
mine.
this money. So I mean, I feel like that's a big thing too. With that, I feel like because I had a discussion before about the prenups. I'm like, okay, well, if you really love that person and you want to be with this person,
Sign it.
you know, sign it.
Yeah.
But God
sign
forbid,
it.
like, you could, I guess you make changes to that. So say if
Yeah, you
y'all didn't
can.
end on bad terms, you're like, you know what, I'm gonna give you some money for you.
Yeah, you
and the
could do that.
kids. We're not together.
Dr. Dre just did it.
Yeah, and just here you go.
Yeah, you could do that.
Still do that.
Like if I'm messing with a woman and we don't have kids and established, I'm gonna fuck with you the long way anyway.
Yeah.
So even if we don't work out in our relationship, it's still feelings there. You still got some type of. Now if she just did some dirty shit like
Right.
you cheated on you with your brother or something
Oh shit.
different, but like if y'all just stop talking because y'all didn't get along no more and stuff like that, yeah, I'm gonna still look out. I mean,
So you're not one of those petty exes unless you did some fucked up shit.
unless you did some fucked up shit.
Yeah. Okay. I'm the
Petty.
same way. Like if you know, we just not cool. Like we
Yeah.
kept it honest with each other. Okay, cool. Like
Yeah.
I still say what's up to you in traffic, woo, but all
Yeah.
that other shit, I ain't fucking with you.
What's fucked up shit to you though?
Like why you lying?
Lying is fucked up shit.
Yeah, because especially if I give you the opportunity to tell me something.
That's
if I
not
ask
fucked
you
up
something,
shit.
That is fucked up. Because
We all
why
lie.
Why did you choose to hide it from me, or why did you choose
They didn't want you
not
to
tell
know.
me? If I asked you though, and then I find out you lying.
About what though?
It could be
Cheating
about-
or
it could be
I didn't
about-
pay the electricity bill on time. But like, you lying ain't no fucked up shit. It's just to stop you from getting mad.
Okay.
We lie sometimes to save y'all feelings from getting hurt.
Yeah, I've heard that before.
You know what I mean? So if a dude lying to you, he probably really care about your ass. You know what I mean?
Toxic. He said that, right? Like a few months ago, he said he was toxic.
No,
Okay.
for real though.
Just checking.
I'm just telling you the truth though. Like, I'm not lying to somebody I don't care about. You feel me? Like I don't care.
So
I'm gonna tell her the truth.
You gonna tell her the truth if you really care about her. Like she like, babe, did you pay the PG&E bill or whatever?
No, that's different.
You know,
That's
okay,
different.
No, I ain't gonna lie, I didn't pay it. Well, obviously the lights is off. Like,
No, I might lie. Be like if I know you got an insecurity about other women being around or something like that. Is it gonna be
You
other
gonna
women
lie
at that
about
party? I'm like, nah, babe, ain't gonna be no other women at this party. It's a dude thing. We woo because I know you tripping on that. It's gonna hurt your feelings because I'm gonna still go, and I don't want you tripping on that. I want that worry. I want that stress on you.
yeah.
You feel me? So I'm trying to protect your feelings. I'm just saying.
Okay, yeah, that sounds good. What qualities do you have to be a good mate?
I don't like to lie. Right? So I like to tell the truth. You know what I mean? It's like a what would you call that? It's like a
You don't like to lie, but you will lie to protect the feelings.
yeah.
You like to tell the truth.
I hate lying.
Okay,
But I was sacrificing my integrity for you.
Get the fuck out of here.
Serious though. But
Go ahead. So what
quality
qualities?
I don't know.
You don't know what qualities that you possess that would make you a good mate if you are looking for a relationship right now, or you want to be, or you got.
I
your
don't
eye on
because then
something?
I'm like self promoting myself like that.
But
I'm
you're
like
supposed- that's what you're supposed to put out there for that
Like, I-
woman to decide. Like, oh, he got this.
I think a woman should learn you.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And then like she'll be like she could write down a list of the pros and cons. Like, okay, so he care, about, the little stuff. Like, I mean, he recognized the little stuff. Like, for example, like you go on a date and the guy be like, oh my God, you're beautiful. He got flowers for you or something like that. You feel me?
Yeah.
Or, he opens your door and stuff like that. And, he's a gentleman. You know what I mean? He take care of his responsibilities. You know what I mean? He don't have to bring nothing to the table because he created the table. He built it himself. You know what I mean? So it all depends on,
Okay.
Eat
Do
yourself.
you have a specific on what the woman has to bring to the table?
Peace.
And I asked somebody that before on my podcast, and they said the same thing. So men
Peace.
just really want peace. That's the
Peace.
end of it. That's the end all be all. Just be
Peace. Because I think everything else, if I'm checking for you, I see everything else that I already like.
Mm-hmm.
Now I want to know, is this when I come home, am I gonna have peace, or I'm about to be having like, who the fuck is that?
Arguing
Who you with?
and doing too
Blah blah
much
blah
and
and all that. Yeah, nobody, no dude want that.
Yeah.
Come home to a headache after we just dealt with these humans outside all day.
Mm-hmm.
Now I gotta come home and deal with you tripping.
Yeah.
Yeah, peace.
Okay. Okay. I feel that. So, you told me you had stepped into the
Yeah.
real estate industry, the market, and you invested in your first property.
Yeah, from Walnut Creek, investing into a house out that way. And last year we rented out for a lot of pool parties and stuff like that. So, um, I met a realtor at one of my events, and he invested into some of my events. I invested into some properties with him, and we established a cool relationship. He's an older white dude, you know what I mean? And he loves hip hop, so it works.
It
You know
works.
what I mean? He like dancers, you know what I mean? So it works real good. So I've been studying real estate more. I've been learning like wholesale. I've been learning how to, you know, flip houses and all that type of stuff. So working underneath him in that field has been like, you know, it gives me, because I always been a competitor, so it brought me back into that competitor nation. So I'm like, all right, let me.
So he's kind of like your mentor when it comes to the real
Yeah,
estate game and everything
yeah.
like that. You can take from him, and you know what I'm saying, you doing the the events and everything. So he likes hip hop, so it's like a win-win
Yeah,
situation for both
exactly.
of y'all.
So we like to try to combine the things, and you know what I mean, put
Okay.
together total property solutions. You know what I mean, so that's what we're doing.
Okay, it's definitely some money in real estate. So
Yeah, it
I
definitely
mean,
is.
that's good to have
Like,
your hands in
oh
everything.
God, like I was gonna buy a house. I wanted to buy a house, and he was like, nah, let's get a duplex. You know what I mean? Take the equity off of that, go flip a house with that, and then you know you have that paying your way, so you don't have to worry about rent and stuff, mortgage and all that, because those people will be paying it for you. You know what I mean? So
How's it having white friends?
he ain't the first white friend I have.
I know what I'm saying. Like
They come through for you. Oh my God, man! Listen, I remember I was in jail one time, and I was trying to get bail. I was hitting my partners. I was like, "Hey, bro, I need 2,000 to make bail." He like, "Bro, I ain't got it right now, bro." Everybody didn't have it, right? So I'm calling Bad Boy Bells and Bondsmen. I'm like, "Yo, I'm trying to get contact with somebody to get bail. How much is my bill?" Yeah, what's your name? I told them my name. It was like, "Oh, somebody here bailing you out already." It was this white boy. Shout out to Sean Neal. His name's Sean Neal. He bailed me out. I didn't even ask him to. I didn't even expect. He was like my coworker at that time.
Yeah.
But we were so tight that he was like, he's in jail, not my friend. And he bailed me out, and I paid him back his money.
Buddy.
Yeah. So they come through for you when you got a good relationship with them.
Yeah. I need to get me some white friends. I don't have any white friends, and nothing against white people.
But we don't.
Some white people be cool.
But I think it's the divide and conquer thing. You know what I mean? It's so divided now that it's hard to trust each other.
Yeah, it's true.
It's hard to trust each other.
Like, what's your motive? Like,
yeah,
like you really fuck with me, or you fucking with me for some other shit?
Because then you gotta think, some white people that got white guilt, so they fuck with you because of they don't want to look like a racist. They want to be able to say when they get to argument with a black person, that famous line, "My best friend is black."
I have black friends. I bailed them out of jail 2 days ago.
Yeah, that's what they want to set up so they can say.
Yeah, I'm gonna give me some because they be having boats and yachts and stuff like that. And,
but black people have boats and yachts too.
I mean, they do.
Yeah.
They do.
It's the ones that you around that don't have boats and yachts and stuff. You know what I mean? Because I'm telling you, it's a lot. Like how females be like, "Oh, ain't no good black man." No, it ain't no good black man that you be around. If I want a girl that go to college, I'm gonna go to the university go get one. I know where they at. You know what I mean? You don't know where they at. Is the problem? That's your problem.
You gotta change your environment.
Yeah, that's your problem. If you want a doctor, you go hang out by the hospital. You gonna bump into one. Promise.
You gotta change your environment.
You gotta change your environment.
I'm telling you, like I was saying that same shit. Like, okay, well, I don't have a lot of people that's around me with the entrepreneur mindset or people that's really out to get money. It's like, okay, that's the people that you know. You gotta
that's like
change
me.
The people
That's like me, right? That's like me saying I'm in the club scene. Man, I don't want no female that's in the club and in the fast life. But I'm just meeting women that's in the club in the fast life.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
You gotta change your environment and get different things. You change and go different places, you're gonna get different things and different people. So it's out there. You just gotta go look for it and know where to look for it at.
Facts. Facts.
So what's your upcoming events? I know you got something coming up with Suki Honey.
Yeah, that's May 26th.
May 26th.
Yeah, it's gonna be at Vanity Nightclub, 408 Broadway, San Francisco, California. Doors open at 9:30. You know what I mean? It's gonna be lit. It's gonna be a lituation.
It's gonna be a lituation. Make sure y'all come out and support that movement, okay? And follow you on Instagram.
Yeah, the Real Bass Stars on Instagram, Facebook, the whole nine. You can Google me, it's gonna pop up.
Don't Google me, baby. You know,
I thought you had harder questions though.
Harder questions?
Yeah, these was easy.
So you was a little bit nervous. I thought you was a little bit nervous.
I was nervous?
Because you like, okay, what the fuck you going? Because I don't ask no wild ass questions. Like, that's just not me. You know what I mean? Yeah. I want to make everybody comfortable. And, you know what I'm saying? Because I might ask you something, they be like, oh, I don't want to answer that. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, because I was ready.
You was ready?
I thought
what
you was
I was going to ask you?
No. Who was that rapper that left out the club with the tranny?
You wasn't going to name it anyway.
Nah, yeah, I wasn't.
Nah,
I'm playing.
That was enough right there.
I'm playing.
Wait, so am I getting an event?
Yeah, you good.
Or what?
Yeah, your name on the VIP list.
Okay, because, when cancer season come around, you know what I'm saying, I'm going to need,
you good. Know. Say less.
Okay.
Say less, you in there.
I'll be on the lookout in July for the cancer season events. Because we outside. I'm outside.
Yeah. You should let me throw your party.
Oh, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, should let me throw your party.
You go throw my party.
Yeah, I'm going to throw your party.
Just let me know what I got to do.
Yeah. I think...
See... Let's do this on camera. Am I paying for my event or what? I'll be like, hello? I just gotta pay. How much is it?
Yeah.
I got that free drink though. When you come in, I got that free drink for you.
Yeah, you got that free drink.
Birthday shot.
It's her birthday. She already gonna be there. Yeah, she gonna pay to get in.
Shut up. Hey, I'm not even mad at it. I'm there to support the event. Even if
you have a birthday cake in there, everything.
Oh, thank you. I'm excited. I want a 2000s theme.
2000
I'm talking Nelly, Jaquan, Chingy, all that got.
Was you even born in 2000? Why would you want a 2000 theme?
I was born in 1993.
So you should have,
So all through middle school,
you want like a Soulja Boy scene, crunk that Soulja Boy.
I want all that.
Yeah.
I want all of that.
All right, Bow Wow.
Bow Wow, Nelly,
Romeo. Okay.
D4L.
All right. Chris Brown know about this?
Chris Brown, huh? We could bring him out.
Yeah. That's
you know
funny.
People that know Chris?
I do.
That's my ex-husband, so I got blood too. You know, we just ain't talking right now. So
that restraining order ain't up.
On him, this nigga crazy. No, I'm kidding. That's my ex-husband. I can say that. But nah, thank you again for coming on. It's been a pleasure. Make sure y'all support his events. Go follow him on the Instagrams and follow Facebook so you can catch up and know when his next events are and when they're coming. And stay tuned for the 2000s party for the cancers this summer. We're going to be outside. And like this video, share it, subscribe to the channel, and, I'll see you on the next episode.